to each and everyone. So, how are you today? I hope you're fine and good. So, before we gonna introduce our three theories of diversity that we've gathered, let me read first the meaning of diversity. So, what is diversity? So, diversity is the distribution of differences among the members of a unit with respect to a common attribute by Harrison and Klein 2007. A group characteristic that reflects the degree to which there are objective and or subjective differences among group members by Van Knippenberg and Skippers 2007. Simply, any differences between the members of the team. So, ang diversity daw, it is simply any differences between the members of two teams or of a team.
So, once again, good day, ma'am. My name is Christopher Arituya. Let's proceed to the three theories that we've gathered. So, the first one is relational demography theory cited by Pfeffer, 1983. So, this theory represents the earliest work in the theme diversity literatures, which examines the best or the basic characteristics of teams. So, this theory suggests that people compare their teammates or compare their own demographic characteristics with those of their own teammates to determine whether they are similar or different. So, for example, ma'am, if mag-groupings man jud ta, ma'am, is namang gyud mga members nga maglahi gyud kay or dili kayo makaparticipate kay maka-feel sila o um dili sila belong. So, if that specific person maka-feel siya o similar, so of course, they could feel connected, then kanang confident ka mo participate sa groupings, ma'am. And if that specific first person maka-feel pud siya og different, so of course, maka-feel gid siya og kanang dili siya belong, then dili siya confident mag-suggest og mga ideas sa groupings or kanang madali og naay kana bitang lalis, ma'am, or even maka-face good or even face conflict jud sa groupings, ma'am. That's all.
So, good day to each and everyone. I am Lavinia Grace T. Paden, and the second theories that we've gathered is all about social categorization theory. So, ang social categorization theory has two parts. First is the self-categorization theory, and the second one is the social identity theory. So, first, what is self-categorization theory, DI? So, self-categorization theory maintains that people categorize themselves and others into in-group and out-group membership based on surface-level characteristics. So, what is in-group? In-group are those people who are similar to them, share traits, values, characteristics, and etc. While ang out-group are those who are different to them. Like, lahi bitaw sila o grupo. Then, ang social categorization theory, it is also called as the pessimistic view of diversity as it can lead to stereotyping and prejudice. But what is pessimistic view, DI? So, ang pessimistic view means a negative or doubtful perspective about something and also looking at diversity in a way that focuses on problems or conflicts that it might create rather than its benefits. So, for instance, for an example of the self-categorization theory is in a classroom. Students who play basketball often sit together and see themselves as a group, while they see those students who like reading books as a different group. So, for example, I am the player, I am one of the player of the basketball teams. So, makigkuyog ko sa ako mga kauban, which is also players of the basketball teams. It is because feeling ako na belong. Feeling ako dira ko na categorize. And I see those persons or those students nga nag-read og books nga lahi pud sila. Lahi sila na categorize. It is because lahi man ila ang characteristics, which is they read books. And kami, lahi pud me, which is we play basketball. So this shows how people separate others or categorize into groups based on their interests or traits, even if they don't know each person well. So in short, ang social categorization theory focuses on how we define ourselves in relation to group and context. So next is the second one is the social identity theory. So what is social identity theory, DI? So social identity theory shows that people derive part of their self-esteem from their identity groups like friends, classmates, teams, or clubs. So people tag positive characteristics in their in-group. Nganong makakaingon man sila nga positive characteristics sa ilang in-group? It is because sometimes they think that their group is better than others. Muna nga mapositive gud sila kay 'di ba kanang kuan gud nila sa ilang kaugalingon nga better gud sila into other groups. While they think negative characteristics to their out group like unfair treatment toward other groups. Kay is because feeling nila nga kanang mapildi nila na feeling nila kanang dili sila maayo, feeling nila ang group nila mo'y pinakamaayo, which is not true pud all the time, di ba? So, for an instance, a student feels proud to be part of the school choir and thinks their group is more talented than other clubs, even if that this is not always true, di ba? Kanang tinod biya nga once di ay nga maapil ka sa school choir dayon imon deng ikuan ang uba i-compare nimo ang ubang clubs nga kanang dili sila maayo ana or dili sila maayo tungod kay napabilong ka sa isa ka choir nga ginalantaw nimo nga pinakamaayo sa tanan is pinaka-talented sa tanan is kanang imong gikuan ang other group nga dili sila maayo or dili sila talented pod. So which is not true all the time. Kay kaning social identity theory, in short, kanang nag-compare siya in between two groups. So it focuses on why group identity matters. So that's all with my part, and the other reporter will be continuing this report.
Now, let's proceed to the third theory of diversity, which is called similarity attraction hypothesis. This theory predicts that diverse teams will be less productive than homogeneous teams because homogeneous teams share similar attributes and are more attracted to working with one another. It means that people are usually more comfortable and more attracted to working with others who are similar to them. Similarity can mean many things like having the same language, culture, study habits, or even personality. In a group project, students who all speak the same language and have the same study habits may quickly agree on tasks and finish faster. But if the group is very diverse, members may take longer to understand each other's ideas, which can slow down their productivity. This example shows that a group of students with the same study habits and language can work faster because they understand each other easily. Kay pare-pareha man sila og style og pagsabot, so dali ra sila magkasinabot. But if the group is very diverse, they might have more time to explain their ideas and adjust to each other's differences. Lisod siya gamay kay lahi-lahi man og background ug pamaagi ang mga member. So, sa usa ka group, mas taas ang time para mag-adjust sila sa usab-usa. This doesn't mean nga diversity is bad. It shows lang the reason why some people sometimes prefer with those who are similar to them.
Okay, let's proceed to Luden's diversity whale. Luden's diversity whale developed by Marian Luden and Judy Rosner, who helped to visualize the different dimensions of diversity within a group or organization, which are the primary and secondary dimensions. The primary dimensions or internal dimensions, these are the core aspects of diversity that are usually inborn or exert a powerful sustained effect throughout one's life, which is dili na siya ma-change or unchangeable na siya kung baga gikan sa atong pag-anak or paggawas nato in this world ni-exist na sab siya. For example, sa atong age, paggawas nato nag-start na po og counting ang oras ana kung pila na ka oras diri sa kalibutan taman sa mag 1 month ka, 2, 3, 4 hangtod mag 1 year and so on. Though ma-change siya kay counting up man, pero dili siya mausab nga na kay edad diri sa kalibutan. Next, gender. Ang gender, kung unsa kang ipanganak, pantan bai kag anak, di na siya ma-change into laki. Bayi na jud. Then ethnicity, kung gipanganak ka nga subanen na jud ka, di na siya mausab nga ma-Muslim ka or kanang basta subanen ka kung unsay imong drive nga nadakan mao na jud na imo. Then sexual orientation, physical ability, and race. Ang physical ability, kung gipanganak ka nga lumpo, di na siya mausab mo madako ka nga lumpo, mamatay ka nga lumpo. Next is the secondary dimensions. Secondary dimensions, aspects that are acquired or changed throughout one's life. Kanipod siya is kanang nag-influence siya by life experience, which is na-exist siya in our own. Like sa educational background, for example, sa senior high school is dili ka achiever or honor students. Then pag abot sa college is naningkamot ka, then naningkamot ka nga nakakay ma-achieve sa imong college. So pwede siya ma-change nga ma-dinlist ka or BP list, BP dinlist. Sa geographic location, pwede po siya ma-change. For example, nagpuyo ka sa province, then dito ka ning dako, then mo transfer ka into city, then sa city na ka namatay, diba? Na-change mo ang geographic location. The next is ang marital status. Marital status is kanang marital status itan karon single ka, then magasunod tuig is kanang nanakauyab na. Then parental status, ang parental status is either single parent ka or complete family. Kanang nindako ka nga nindako ka nga imong papa ra isa or imong mama ra isa na. Then ang religious beliefs, pwede po siya ma-change. For example, Catholic ka karon, then ma-change ka into sa INC or sa lain nga religion. Then work experience. Pwede sa karon na kay trabaho yun, pagkasunod na pod wala. Then amuhang personal habits, tan karon love nimo ang mag-dance, then pwede na siya mausab nga magasunod kay napud ka ganahan. Then sa recreational habits, then sa appearance, and so on and so forth.